Very recently, I had the incredible privilege of being way up high in what they call the Australian Alps, being up high in the mountains of Australia with a great group of men from Australia and their boys, grandpas, sons, and kids, 4x4ing in the mountains. And what an incredible opportunity to work together as men on behalf of each other and to explore God's great creation. Well, one of the instruments or the tools that the men used while we were up in the mountains was a GPS to make sure we didn't get lost out on those random and rugged roads all throughout these mountains. One of the tools that we used was a GPS. And I wanted to describe something about GPS in a God metaphor way. GPS, God has a global or a grace positioning system. And what do I mean by this? If you get off course and your GPS is tracking you, your GPS warns you that you're off course. But what does it say? It doesn't say, "You stupid guy, like, what are you doing? Where are you going?" It doesn't do that. Instead, very gently it says, "Rerouting." And very gently it brings you back to where you were meant to be all along. And that's a great metaphor for God's grace. Because we get off course sometimes. We get off track sometimes. And even when we do, God doesn't yell at us and say, "You stupid lout." Instead, God says, "Rerouting." And very gently, God's voice redirects us back to where He wanted us to be all along. And the beautiful part of the grace story is, no matter how far off track we got, He can still reroute us back to where He wanted us to be all along. And that's not just God's grace, that's God's unconditional love. And He loves you.